Last sticker of the trip.
Yep. So we are on our way to Lake Murray State Park in Ardmore, Oklahoma. We just left the Jellystone near Tulsa.
At the next stop sign, turn right.
So we're about a mile away now to pick up Route 66 for part of our trip there. So we've never been there, the camper or ourselves. So we're excited to take this little piece of it. Obviously, we're missing out on the majority of it, but it's still fun to take a little bit. We plan on stopping at Pop's 66 Diner, so that's where we're heading now, and just hoping the parking lot is empty enough to fit us. At Pop's Historic Diner on Route 66, $4.99. Gas is super expensive. In comparison, it's been like low $4 everywhere else we've been in Oklahoma. We're just gonna stay parked in the shade here because it's 110 degrees out, and started the truck back up for the dogs so we can go in and order. It's hot in here. Restaurant, shop, lots of different bottled sodas. So we're walking out with 2 6-packs, bag of ice, stickers, and it was 40-something bucks. That's not the food. That's just the soda. We are at the memorial for the Oklahoma City bombing. We went 2 at a time, just to not bring the dogs into this memorial section out of respect. So Joe and Peyton have already been in, Dawson and I are coming in now as well. So we're not going to do the museum because it's like 115 degrees literally, so we can't leave the dogs in the truck. And we like, even when we do the remote start, we like to still be able to see the truck to make sure for some reason it didn't turn off on them. So we're just going to do this outside part. Here is our site. We are in the Buzzard's Roost campground at Lake Murray State Park. There's like 6 or 7 campgrounds here. There's a lot. Elephant Rock, Cedar Cove, Buzzard's Roost were the ones that were recommended as people's favorite. Elephant Rock was full, so I went with this Buzzard's Roost. Full hookup site, so you get a fire ring, you get a grill, you get this picnic table. So on the back of your site, if you have one on this side, you take your little hike. The further down the loop you go, kind of the closer this part gets. You get your own little waterfront. Perfect spot, whoop, to bust your butt like Dawson, who just fell. set the chairs up here. They're not here still because we've had a lot of rain, but have our coffee in the morning. The people down there, you probably can see the float. They've been swimming in it. I thought I read that you don't swim here. It's just for boat and kayak launch. But because of the weather, we never blew up the kayaks or launched them. This is actually the first bit of really kind of blue skies and not rain, which is why I'm filming now, which we've still gone to the swim beach and made the most of it, despite we just didn't blow up the kayaks. Little turtle out there. I believe you could fish from here too. It looks like somebody down there fishing. But the water here is so pretty. It's a cute playground in the Buzzard's Roost camping loop. I don't know if they're in all the camping loops. Bathhouse is there. A picnic structure there that's full of spiders, so I wouldn't recommend. But it's got a little built-in fireplace, so maybe for the winter. Okay, I think we're clear.
Doesn't look it.
See, the AC's working. Fogged up the camera.
All right. What do you think about Oklahoma?
Not what I expected. Not as flat as I expected, so that was shocking. Only when we went to the Drummond Ranch did Oklahoma look how I thought it would. That's kind of my thoughts.
Last sticker of the trip.
Yep. Our stickers are complete for...
Our camper has driven through Tennessee.
Yeah, we wait to stay the night to count it, so we have a hole there. So we drive the beach. We pick the spot not by the geese, because Joe always tends to get attacked by geese. Joe enters the water and this happens. Oh, the geese have come from over there to here. So we were at the marina. Oh, I'm definitely recording. We're at the Marina Beach, so it's closer to the Buzzard Roost campground where we're staying. Looks like there's another swim beach on the north side of the lake by the Elephant Rock and Cedar Cove campgrounds. There's one more there. Tips Point, maybe, something like that. The table behind us is feeding the geese. Alright, here's a look at the lodge at Lake Murray State Park.
Look at the big T-Rex skull in there.
It's got a nice lake view. It's pretty.
Oh, we're going to see?
Nah. There's the pool over there. I don't know if you have to just be a lodge guest for the pool. This is the water sports where you can rent boats and jet skis, so I assume you can pay to do these inflatables. We are not having great weather here, so we haven't explored too much.
No, it doesn't at all, barely.
Lodge and cabin guests only. So we are in Oklahoma at Lake Murray State Park. If you haven't watched previous seasons of Stuck Summer Away, I have showed planning videos there, how we plan our trips. But basically we pick kind of one spot and then fill in around it. So the way that that's easiest is on like Pinterest, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. I save things to boards according to states. So when we decided to focus on Petty Jean State Park in Arkansas, then I looked around and found Turner Falls. So we booked Turner Falls here in Oklahoma, and then I found out, I was home from the back surgery watching videos, found out that they didn't allow pets, and I didn't realize that when I booked it. So we found this Lake Murray State Park instead. I joined a Camping in Oklahoma page, and that's how we ended up here, but we still went to visit Turner Falls for the day. So just wanted to give you kind of a reason or background story to how we ended up here, because when we told people we're going to Oklahoma, most people were like, what? Why? That's why.
And camping at Turner Falls, you got to go up like this, and then you got to turn like this, and then it's like this. So
sorry you just threw up.
I'm happy.
Yeah, this campground's much better.
Yes.
So stay at Lake Murray. There's tons to do here, and then you could drive to Turner Falls for the day if you want. Also about Turner Falls, it's not cheap, which I don't mind paying admission to places. It costs us like $63. That was 3 adults, 1 kid. If you go on holidays or the weekends, you have to pay in addition to that to park. We went on a weekday, so we didn't. But the catch is that children under 13 cannot swim without a life jacket. They don't provide life jackets, so then you're out another 40, 50 bucks to get a life jacket. So I'm gonna warn you to bring that for your kids if they're not 13. So I wouldn't mind paying that if I could see where it was going, but most of the park was pretty dated and run down, even though like the natural beauty of it is nice. It seems a little steep to not really see where they're putting the money towards. I feel like they could invest in a few dozen life jackets to loan out for starters. But just so you know. And
so you got to pay that admission every day if you're camping?
Yes, and if you camp there, you have to pay the daily admission on top of your camping fee every day. So originally when we were booked there for the 3 nights, our bill was over $300. So keep that in mind too. They did have not full hookups, they did have 50 amp sites with a dump station, but I mean, you're just in like a gravel parking lot after you climb the dramatic hill that Joe just reenacted for you. So there's not much to do there unless you're at the park, so that's why they charge you the daily fee, because they assume you're at the park each day and there's no way to monitor it. But for that campground, over $100 a night, very steep. I would stay here instead and just go there for half a day is all we spent. Granted, the weather wasn't super sunny and nice. Maybe we would have spent longer. All right.
And bring water shoes.
Yes, water shoes, lots of rocks.
I wonder if we should brought our water shoes.
Oh, we were supposed to bring our water shoes. It's the whole reason I bought them. We're gonna check this out. I didn't know about this part of the park. We were just driving to see the campground that we would have stayed at, and we saw this. So we are in sandals and it is wet, so we're gonna take this slow and see how far we make it. All right, we're going into the cave. We did not wear proper shoes for this, which is like a 30-minute drive, so we're not going back for them. We are not prepared today, but that's okay. Oh, this would be cool. Jerks didn't graffiti the whole thing.
And under there's an entire trash nest. You may want to come see what's under there.
Oh, a little window.
I think that's the path we were on. Yeah. That's the path
Well, it's what you see, camera. Oh, you can see the zip line.
Oh, you can?
Yep. This is what you go over.
Oh, yeah.
And then there's a little pathway out to the trail where we were. And then you can see all the trash, which is apparently just normal for the state of Oklahoma, or this area, because this is county park, private park, I don't know what it is. The amount of litter is disgusting. The state park is no better. So that's my opinion. Throw away your trash, people.
What?
Alright, the kids want to do this zip line because they're nuts.
One of the kids.
There it goes. That is crazy.
Would you do it with me?
Me? Never in a million
I would do
years.
it with you, Dada.
No, I don't want to do it.
Alright, so here is the swimming hole at Turner Falls. You also have the blue hole area with the slide and the jumping platform. The water's pretty cold. I already talked about less than ideal weather, so there's no sunshine and there's rain. Doesn't exactly entice me to get in freezing cold water, but very pretty area. Going in? Here's the castle. In the early 30s by Dr. Collins, professor at Oklahoma University. Oh, his summer home. Hold on, I'm filming him. There he goes. Here comes Peyton. Oh my gosh, this is so sketchy. Holy cow!
She still didn't go under.
So this is the blue hole. Again, forgot the water shoes, trying to figure out the best way to walk around here without slipping or hurting our feet. Oh well, it is what it is. So we drove to Sunset Beach, which is further from the campground. I thought it was by Elephant Rock, but I was reading the map wrong. So it was like 18 minutes from the Buzzard's Roost campground. There's Martin's Landing campground here. You can see it across the water. Looks pretty nice. We didn't drive through that one yet. This beach, the parking lot was full of trash, so I wouldn't say that it's like monitored or cleaned up any better than the other ones. However, I think just because it's so far away, less people are here, and it just keeps it a little bit cleaner. So I would suggest driving to this one based on the trash. I feel like I mentioned in the video already that like I'm appalled by the amount of trash. First of all, it's just disgusting that people leave it. Second of all, I feel like there's no one around. You don't see a presence of park rangers or anything to enforce any rules or make people clean it up, and no employees are cleaning up trash, or even like a community service project. Inmates, I feel like, could even come clean up trash if I think of things that we do in Florida. And then maybe people would be less inclined to leave it if it didn't just appear that nobody cares. But this beach is definitely cleaner. There were maxi pads, diapers, all kinds of trash at the other beach, Marina Beach, so I wouldn't recommend that one. It had some pretty rocks in the water, so the view is prettier. This one's pretty flat, but actually easier to walk on since, again, I didn't grab our water shoes. Oh well. I'm about to check out Tucker Tower in the Nature Center. Peyton's finishing something in her journal in the truck, so we're just gonna walk and look at the water while we wait for her before we go inside. Because the water here is such a pretty shade of bluish green. Pretty sure that was on camera. All the way across the water. I don't have the zoom lens on, it's actually my wide one. You could maybe see a blue tent, and that connects to our campground, the Buzzard's Roost. Because when we went to the end of the road, we could see Tucker Tower.
Oh, you can bring your dog in here. You can bring your dogs here.
Oh, that's cool. we just left the nature center, taking the path to Tucker Tower. Hopefully it's not far because it's like 110 degrees out here. We didn't bring any water or anything. We thought it was just walk up. Whoops. Always be prepared.
Alright, we're at the Tower of Tucker. Climbing up the stairs. Jamie's not doing it because, one, he doesn't like lighthouse things, and there's a sign that says in the summer months there can be a bunch of wasps.
Now the stairs, what can you do?
Tucker Tower, I don't know what I said.
You said the Tower of Tucker.
There's no real platform. Can I go out?
Sure.
Oh, we'll do that later.
Right now we're at this top. Follow up.
Alright, made it to the top.
Walk out into the patio.
Mom's camera's acting weird.
Mom. There was a spiral staircase to come up.
Here's a better shot of the camera right there. It's a lot closer